Hello Rebel and welcome back to my life, and also welcome to July. Today I'm asking you not to make money. When I was at VidCon, I heard a few really big YouTubers make comments that totally shocked me. Not because I'd never heard them before, but because I'd only heard them in the context of publishing, which is like my main industry, right? They talked about various YouTubers through the years who had started doing YouTube and had become really successful at it because they did whatever was popular or whatever was trendy at the time. Some of these YouTubers achieved tremendous success, and then they quit. They just walked away from their channels. They quit because they didn't like what they were doing. They didn't like creating their content. Their success and fame meant nothing because they weren't happy, because they hadn't started out doing what they really wanted to do. The reason I was so surprised by this is because I've heard this story over and over again in the indie publishing field. This happens all the time, so much so that it's almost a cliche. I've heard it most often in the romance genre. Romance readers are voracious and fiercely loyal, and to a beginning author, it seems really easy to write a good romance book. Person meets person, person falls in love with person, some silly misunderstanding drives them apart, they reconcile and then do the bad thing on the good foot. Well, hell, you can just write that story over and over again and boom, you've got $1 million author career on your hands. Yeah, except that's not how it works. Or sometimes that is how it works. But so what? I have never met a single author who was happy with their career because of the amount of money that they make. Happiness as a writer, or any artist really, I guess, comes from a sense of personal fulfillment about your work. If what you're writing has no purpose, why are you doing it? There are so many jobs out there that have no purpose, but which at least come with steady paychecks, which you don't get as an artist. So you shouldn't start YouTube to make money. You should not start writing to make money. You should not become a filmmaker to make money. You should do them because you think they're worthwhile, because you think that what you're doing means something, because it has a purpose. And yes, I mean this even when you're filled with like that existential doubt of, oh, am I any good? Is what I'm doing crap? Like we all go through that, right? But I mean in a more general sense. Then, once you've got the best possible book or YouTube channel or film that you can possibly make at this time, then you figure out how to sell and market it and turn it into a career. And I should stress that that is a very important step. I don't know any authors who are happy because of the amount of money that they make, but I do know a few authors who are unhappy because of how little money that they make. But that's even more of a reason why money needs to be a secondary consideration. If you are thinking money first and art second, boy, you are not going to enjoy yourself or your work or your fans. That is another thing that I don't have time to fully unpack in this video, but boy, every author I know who's doing it for the money has the most atrocious disdain for their fans. It really makes me uncomfortable. Don't please don't be that person. I know I sound all super serious about this, and I kind of am. For one thing, I want you, Rebel, to be happy, and you will not be happy if you start a creative career to make money. You won't. But from another perspective, let me get selfish for a moment. The arts, all of them, are filled with people who genuinely care about what we're doing. We think that our work is important. No, not as important as solving world hunger or curing disease, but still, we think that it is personally fulfilling to us and that it achieves some good for our audience, that it actually helps them in some way. But we live in a world where there's an infinite amount of content and a limited number of eyeballs to consume it, and so the people who step into the space to make money are cluttering it up for the people who actually care. If you're a kick-ass marketer, that's fine. Be a marketer. Market content that is worth attention and get paid for it. You should if you're making the creator money, but you should not pretend to be a creator just so you can make a buck. That's it for today, Rebel. I hope this made sense and was hopefully helpful to you. Go ahead, do the usual, give the video a like, please leave a comment with your thoughts, and if you're new here, maybe tickle that subscribe button. By the way, I recently guested over on the Nerdfighters Info collab channel. That's a whole bunch of nerdfighters who only create videos because they love it. You should go check it out. It's really good. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!